Good morning. I'm here on the very first day of the Las Vegas market at the Elliott Showroom. I'm here with Brian Berk and Justin Shaulis, and we're super excited to be here. So tell us what's new for 2018 and what you're excited about.
Good morning. Welcome to Las Vegas. We're excited to be giving you a tour early this morning. We're super excited to be making a lot of new introductions of accent furniture, as well as our new art, which gives us a pop of color, and some of our oversized mirrors and decorative accessories that we're known for.
But I think it's honestly the broad range of the finishes that you and your team have been working on. For instance, these occasional tables, smoked glass, and is it a black nickel?
Black nickel.
Black nickel finish.
Wow, very cool.
Yes.
I like that.
We really like the three-dimensionality of it too. It gives us more stature and look, and it's just beautifully done, beautifully made, and really gives us a leg up on our assortment.
But not just that, you're sitting and looking at these pieces, and they're dynamic.
Well, that's what we love about them, is they speak for themselves, and they really give great accents to the room. But I do want to focus a little bit on some of the new artwork, because we've been working on this, and we just introduced 16 new pieces, so now we're up to about 35 pieces of art. Great colors, great hand painting on canvas with wood floater frames.
Oh, wow.
I mean, is this really gold leaf? Is
Yes.
this? I mean, it looks like no holds barred and a bit of a graffiti influence, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We wanted that abstract graffiti, and we were really focused on the colors, as we wanted to continue our assortment and add that pop of color. And as you'll walk through the showroom, you'll see how that color builds on a theme throughout the showroom. Again, we built it on a little bit larger scale, a little bit different color palette with that same graffiti look. Again, those are 36 by 72 with the wood floaters. Just adds extra element of that pop of color that can be that returning theme throughout the showroom.
Great primary colors. I love it.
Memphis, 80s inspiration,
yeah.
right?
Perfect.
Very cool.
This is
Very
fun.
cool.
Again, it's featured on this wall here, but we have these new occasional tables and accent tables on the console and the end, and the coffee table, again with that double table with the I got loss of words for it, with the stainless steel and the glass. It really looks beautiful.
But again, this is polished stainless steel, and in terms of the quality at Elliott, you can't even see all of the soldered joints within the construction of the tables. And that's what I have to say about what your company does. I mean, that's just true commitment to quality.
Well, we really try to work on painstakingly on the quality and provide products that people can be proud of, and are the finishing pieces to their home.
And they're going to be around for a long
Wonderful.
time, because those are heavy.
I bet. How much? How much do they weigh?
Do you want to check it out?
Believe me, moving them around is no fun.
But this is a new introduction for you too. 8 foot tall, wood framed,
Lacquer finished.
gloss lacquer finish.
This is a little dramatic.
Yes, this
Pretty
is
fabulous.
But when you come to Vegas, people want drama.
They do.
But in white and in black, which we'll see just in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's really the quality of the carving on the frames that.
And this was inspired off of Italian molding from ceilings.
Yeah, I can see it.
And it just, when I saw it and when we started to work on this, we said we had to go big or go home. And we definitely went
You
big.
did it.
Well, make sure your ceilings are tall enough before you try to hang it,
But
right?
it's amazing how people's homes keep getting bigger and bigger, because they find more uses for these, not only in a residential setting, but in a commercial setting, in restaurants. It's amazing what they're doing with mirrors today to expand their room settings.
And add a lot of detail.
Can you get this in any color?
This one is just in white and black
Okay,
right now.
for now.
I think you're challenging him.
Not custom paint program because of the sheer size of getting this into our paint booth in Chicago.
Oh, got
so they've asked me to keep this one out for the time being.
Well, it's certainly stunning.
But not just in terms of large scale pieces, but there's also some amazing accessory introductions too, right?
Absolutely, and we'll focus
Right
on
over
some
here.
of these here.
Now this is interesting because it's cast aluminum tray,
Oh, wow.
very, very heavy. Feel that.
It's weighty.
An awesome texture. But as you were showing me earlier, Brian, these pieces in ceramic with the two glazes, metallic and again to
give them metallic and give the old world finishes really helps build out the collection and show the versatility of them, but keep those colors soft and sophisticated.
And warm. I mean, that's the other thing that I think we're seeing a lot of trend reports talking about is it's not just the, silvery metallic finishes. They're
Right.
bringing in the bronze tones, the dull pewter, the dull gold. These are fantastic.
They are.
This brings us to our brand new introduction of our accent tables, and for the first time, Howard Elliott has ventured into a dining table, much to my chagrin, but we're pushing the envelope. Solid live acacia wood table with a stainless steel base.
The base is stunning, really.
Now, this is also polished stainless steel, correct?
Correct.
And when we talk about it being solid, I mean, this is hefty.
Weighty and hefty, yes.
And I do have to say, in terms of selection of the wood, the subtle graining to this is really, really interesting, rather than just being one dull color.
And we got, and the nice thing is because it is that acacia wood, you're getting those live grains, and then we finished it with that deep stain to really bring out some of that grain and colors, and it varies.
And you've rounded out the collection with some occasional pieces as well.
Absolutely. There's a console, a coffee, and an end table, again with that X stainless steel base. Really rounds out the collection. Again, solid tops. They're not just veneers. They're fully solid and built with great care and strength.
Well, and what I really appreciate is the care your team has gone to make sure that the proportion really looks handsome, scaled down from the table side. But I do have to ask you about the art.
Well, again, this is one of the new pieces of art. Came out beautiful. We worked a long time with the artists to get that texture, the gold leafing, and the brush strokes just perfect. So we got that drizzled effect in a gold leaf wood floater frame. Just a beautiful, beautiful accent piece that helps build the showroom out.
Now, be honest, is this one of your favorites?
It's up there. But we're coming up to my favorites that are coming up right around the corner. So we will keep flowing through, and again, as I did touch, we're known for our oversized accessories, and we certainly continue to feature and show all these 4-foot bases. We feel that there's a void in the marketplace, so we keep developing them over and over and over again.
Well, for hospitality, I mean, these are just key. For lobbies, for events, they're awesome pieces.
The event folks love them. That's for certain.
And the two pieces of art here are, again, with the gold leaf.
Gold leaf with the canvas and a black wood floater frame, 40 by 40, and just kind of a yin and a yang piece.
Like that, right?
Separately.
Yeah.
And again, just building on that texture and that rawness with a little pop of color with the gold leaf.
It's fantastic. And again, warm metallic
Very warm.
tones.
How do they achieve that texture?
Well, they do it as they're hand painting and creating those brush strokes. They're drizzling some paint on, and they're brush stroking it on and adding some buildup to it.
So layers.
And then they're layering it, and then they come back and they use the gold leaf, and then they come back and hand apply the gold leaf over it. So there's a lot of workmanship into
Yeah.
And they're all different.
Everything's different.
Which is also really interesting when you consider
It's
the
amazing
amount of
to watch
SKUs
the
that
art.
Howard Elliott has. I mean, to have all these be unique.
Yes, and it is one of the coolest things to watch the artist actually reproduce
I bet.
over and over again.
So these are all basically like an original, one-of-a-kind
Correct.
piece of artwork.
Correct.
Which, and that just adds a whole different scale to any space, right?
It does, absolutely.
So, in traversing through the showroom here, we're getting more into our industrial feeling section, or vignette, and these are some of my new favorite mirrors. And
We're going to the mirrors first, okay?
we'll go with the mirrors because that's what we're known for. But there's a collection of 9 mirrors, stainless steel, real thin fronts to the frame, but the thickness is from the side, so you get that profile view. And we did them in 3 finishes: a smoked black brushed frame, a bronze brushed frame, and a pewter brushed frame that is around the corner. And they come in 3 sizes: 36 by 72, 30 by 40, and 36 round. And these are great for entries, these are great for vanities, these are great for anything.
Well, and again, let's talk about the legacy of Howard Elliott when it comes to being known for mirrors, and that is no matter the scale of the mirror, the frames have such great personality. And for these to be almost chameleon-esque, depending upon where you look at them, this is pretty awesome.
Yes, I'm really excited about this collection, and it really, I think, provides us that clean, modern look that can really be placed everywhere.
And again, it's industrial, it's minimal, it's modern. The aesthetic is elastic and flexible.
We featured these, because I don't want to gloss over the table. Justin was going to the table first.
I was, because this live edge detail is so cool.
Yes, the live edge detail is great. Live edge acacia wood, natural, again, solid. There's no hollowed out portion to it. It's not a veneer. It's a big chunk.
So it's just one big slab.
One big slab. Great pieces, metal legs with a soft powder coated pewter finish to them. Just a real nice, sophisticated.
That's fantastic.
Look.
Well, I know that Howard Elliott is known for the mirrors, but what's great is how robust the occasional table selection is now, and it going to the very dynamic construction of the bases. I mean, this isn't just 4 vertical legs and you're done. This is architectural.
Correct.
It's structural. It's fun.
And that's what the fun part was of developing these, was creating the legs to add that extra element and give that wow factor to the clients.
Well, wow factor is also the custom color collection.
This way.
And I know that this has been something that Howard Elliott has had. You have featured.
I love this.
Well, this helps Tracy every month in filling some the
My color feature.
The color feature. But yes, we're when we keep expanding this, and this is a great display because this encapsulates what the program's all about. What we do is we take over 100 of our frames and we'll custom paint them in Chicago in our facility to order. And the designers love it. Take a little girl's room, take a Baroque frame, and make it pink. And so we added 4 new colors this season. The lilac down here, the hunter
Very
green,
pretty.
Love that.
Yep.
a more sophisticated navy blue on the top,
Okay.
and then the burgundy, which Tracy and company keeps reporting is one of the hot colors. But it's a super fun program. It allows people to intermix and interchange and get looks that you would never have dreamed of. And when you take a old world frame and you make it pink or you make it lime green or orange,
Totally different look.
You couldn't even draw the analogy to the original piece. I mean, it's just a different world, and it just adds an absolute pop of color.
Well, when you talk about interpretation too, and back to the new art introductions, and New York is my town, and I mean, here's more of that, invigoration, abstract, yet very cool.
Yeah, we tried to encapsulate the New York bridges and add some architectural elements to the collection. And again, still building on that texturing and that layering.
So
of
it's the
artwork.
multi-step finish again.
Absolutely.
But this is a totally different look than the pieces with the gold leaf accents.
Correct.
And it's great in a completely different way.
And where we started with this was off of penciled architectural drawings.
Really? Okay.
And built off of it. So it really came out with that layering to have that kind of abstract feel as well.
I'm not going to touch it, but it does have texture.
Yes.
It's very
go
cool.
ahead, touch it.
Well, I mean, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that this is true. But Brian, I do think that there's something, again, to be said about Howard Elliott with that, elastic aesthetics. I mean, these pieces throughout this vignette, this could be French country, this could be ski lodge, this could be American primitive. So much flexibility within the range that Howard Elliott provides. And I just have to say, wow, it's inspiring.
Well, I think that it's part of that process of we have something for everybody, and we continue to build on all lifestyle settings. This was a great addition. It shows that you can take a farmhouse look, dress it up, dress it down, and it really, in scale with the pedestals and the coffee and the end and the console, really rounded out a nice collection with this honey stain. It's timeless. and it just
It is.
it really plays well off of the accessories and the mirrors.
Well, and as you can see through everything, they are not afraid of finish, they're not afraid of color, they're not afraid of texture, and I do think that so much of
Definitely
what you're
not.
doing is on trend.
Well, we work very hard at it, and we continue to raise the bar and the envelope as an industry, and that's the greatest thing about this industry is that that is what gets me out of bed every morning is that the trends keep changing, and we have to keep up with
have
the
to
keep up
keep
with the
going.
Joneses.
Well, thank you again, though. Your
That's great.
continued commitment to customer service is awesome, and that's why I love Howard Elliott to begin with right there.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you, and we enjoyed giving you a brief tour of the showroom.
Well, take a look at howardelliott.com too, because there's so much
Oh,
more.
yes, definitely.
So much more, and we're at A332 at Las Vegas Market.
And we're looking forward to seeing you all during the market, and for those of you that couldn't get here, you can shop it online.
All right, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.